I'm Captain Monte with Texas Fishing Tips, and this is your weekly fishing report.
Them redfish have still been hanging out over here on the South Jetty and the North Jetty. Been a pretty good group of them. A lot of bull reds, but a lot of good slot reds mixed in with them. Also have been gag grouper being caught, red snapper, mangrove snapper. There also have been sheephead being caught here this last week. So a lot of good fish on both sides of the jetties on these granite rocks. I've been just using a Carolina rig with about a ½ ounce weight above the swivel. If you start getting hung up, go ahead and put that weight right on top of the hook, and that will keep you from getting hung up. When you do, you can get it off. But a lot of good fish up and down the jetties right now and along these walls. So get out there and get you a good mess of fish. Been still a lot of good fish hanging on this edge off the Lillian Channel. The redfish have been biting. We've been using cut menhaden, live mullet, live piggies if you can find them, live mud minnows. Been a lot of good fish. Also, the flounder are starting to gather up, so we've been catching flounder all through here. If you work these guts off this Lillian Channel, Big Slough, the Lighthouse, all these entrances coming in, if you get that bait and start working them up against some reefs, been a lot of good redfish mixed in with some trout. We've been using live mullet, live piggies, live shrimp under popping cork, but a lot of good fish hanging up tight all the way down on this edge and even all the way back around Quarantine Shoreline. Been holding a lot of good fish all through here. Also, this time of the year that Stedman's Reef been holding a lot of good redfish. You can come on the outside with this southeast wind and throw up on this reef with some cut mullet, live mullet. Also, mud minnows been working. Cut menhaden, but a lot of good redfish been in here. When you get done there, you can come back to this back edge up against this highway. A lot of drum been hanging out back here. We've been using dead shrimp just with the lead head, but you can find that dirty water. Sometimes you can see them schools, but been drum hanging off right here next to the highway. You get done there, if you want to find you some trout, you can tie on a popping cork with some live shrimp or a DOA or a down south. Drift this flat all through here. Been a lot of good trout still being caught all through here. Back here in the East Flats, you can come in by these cottages back here in the back. Water's been up high. You can get back here in these back flats. Been a lot of redfish hanging out back here. Been using live finger mullet. Seems like that's been working the best. Also, your menhaden's working. But hit these potholes all through here in these flats. Them redfish are back here. You might have to work a little bit to find them, the school, but a lot of good redfish all back here in the East Flats. Early in the morning, been getting live shrimp under a popping cork or live piggies, working this edge on the outside here. Been holding a lot of good trout. Also, you can come into Flado early in the morning and work this edge with live shrimp or live piggies. Been a lot of good trout in here mixed in with some redfish. You get done there, you can come back here to the back. Them drum have been hanging out back here in the back on dead shrimp or live shrimp just with the lead head. Work this whole edge. You can see that dirty water or you can see the school, but them drum been hanging out back here in the back mixed in with trout and redfish. So a lot of good areas back through here. Early in the morning, been coming into Redfish Bay. Been drifting this whole flat back in here with live shrimp under a popping cork or using your favorite soft plastics. Darker colors have been working the best this week, but a lot of good trout mixed in with some redfish. If you don't find them right there as far as redfish, you can get back here on this back edge and work all these little back islands and coves back in here with your favorite cut bait or live mullet, live piggies. Been working, but a lot of good redfish still being caught back here. If you don't find them right there, jump across the Sunray Channel. Them redfish have been hanging off right here on this edge. There've been a lot of good fish caught through here. Also, back here on the ICW, right in front of these islands, getting up tight. Been a lot of good redfish being caught here. You might have to go through some small ones, but I assure you there are some good redfish, boxfish to be caught all through here.
Thanks for watching. This is Capt Monte.